tell you what, you gotta give New Orleans credit, man. They made shot after shot after shot, even some contested threes. I thought C.J. McCollum had a phenomenal game. Man, he hit 9 for 12 from the three-point line, and just off the top of my head, I felt most of them were contested. Trey Murphy, 6 for 12 from the three-point line. Those two guys, 27, 31. You throw Zion in there with 31. This is a great game for them. And I thought Alvarado, as quiet as kept. He just broke our back. We had a couple of plays in transition where we were either about to take the lead or you can feel the momentum about to swing. And excuse me. And Alvarado came up with a big steal, both 2 or 3 times. Not only did he come up with the steal, but he made us pay by hitting the 3. And so I got to give them a lot of credit for the way that they played. But our guys fought. They tried to play the right way. Having those unfortunate, untimely turnovers took the wind out of us a little bit and gave them momentum. But man, when CJ's shooting the ball the way he is and Trey's shooting the ball the way he is, Zion's going to get his. But when those guys are shooting it like that, and then you add Alvarado to the mix, it's going to be tough to win. And so I give them a lot of credit for coming in here and getting it done.
Like, kind of polar opposite situations here. You have the 2 20-point leads blown in over the road trip and then down 20 2 different times. I know completely different circumstances, completely different games, but I guess what do you make of being on both sides of the extreme in such a recent stretch?
I think it's just the ebb and flow of not only an NBA season, but definitely from time to time an NBA team, they got out. I thought we did not start the game as physical as we could have. And you could feel that they were really comfortable. Even when we tried to double team, I thought our double teams were slow and not aggressive. Valanciunas was able to still make a direct pass, and when you double, you got to go aggressive, you got to go body to body, and you got to hope that guy has to bait dribble, or at least he's making a pass on his heels and it's a hang time pass. And it didn't happen at the beginning, and so obviously we said, screw it, we're going to switch it up, and if Valanciunas beats us on the block, then he's going to beat us on the block. And our guys fought, got back in it, and then, like I said, the second time where the separation happened, I thought Alvarado had a lot to do with it. He impacted the game defensively. We made some untimely errors with our passes, and that's what he does. But then he made us pay by knocking down threes every time he got a steal.
Like I know, playing tournament, you guys kind of still can control your own destiny in the playoffs. But I'm just wondering, this coupled with maybe the road trip, I'm just wondering, how do you gauge just the level of disappointment or wind out of the sails with this team right now?
No, disappointment is high. I mean, we expected to win. Not only tonight, we expected to win every time on that road trip that we stepped on the floor. And again, I thought our guys fought. Even on this road trip, we fought every time. The only time, just thinking back to, on these last handful of games where I thought we didn't quite give the fight we needed was to start this game. Our level of physicality wasn't where it needed to be. And but other than that, I mean, these guys are resilient. They're going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And the reality of it is, in situations like this, you hope you get a break or two. And it didn't seem like we got any tonight, but again, that's part of it. I truly feel our group is still focused on trying to win the next one, knowing how important these games are, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to trying to go out. Obviously, if the NBA gave us another day of rest, we'd take that, but we're looking forward to going out and lacing them up and getting after it with Phoenix tomorrow.
Few different players and coverages, obviously, on CJ and Zion. How do you feel like you guys did at showing them different looks?
man, again, I don't think the story would be different, but I thought CJ hit some tough shots, you know, but that's what he does. And so you live with it to a certain degree, but you hope that he doesn't go 9 for 12 from the three-point line. And then Zion, you know, maybe we could have loaded a little bit better to him on his drives. You know he's going to drive every time. I tried to go to zone a few times. Seemed like every time I went to zone, they hit a three. You know, and so the zone wasn't working. But we maybe could have loaded the Zion a little bit better and see if we can get him to pass the ball out. The tough part about it is every time they kicked that ball out, they were knocking down a three, and somebody different too, not just Trey and CJ, but both those guys definitely were the head of the snake from the three-point line tonight, knocking down 15 on 24 shots.
Mike, what's your thought on just playing in the play-in officially now?
I've told our team this many times. I mean, what we're going through right now is invaluable, and I truly, I hope everybody, and I told them, I said, we all should be embracing this. 100% for sure, guys, I want to frickin' win every game, and trust me, I go home and I bang my head against the wall just like everybody else in that locker room on these losses, but man, you know, I don't know, it seems like forever, but maybe the last 10 games or so, maybe a little longer, every single time we stepped on the floor, there's been an expectation, a pressure of trying to get a win, and one win or one loss, one win can move you up 3 spots, one loss can drop you down 3 spots, and so to be able to go through this, especially right now in our second year with the team we have, while Keon's getting experience, while Davion's getting experience, and even throwing Colby in there a little bit too. And the reality of it is, Fox hasn't been through this. This is Fox's 8th year in the league, but he hasn't been through this at all. And you know, Domas probably hasn't been through it. You know, he's played in the playoffs, I think, twice before coming here. So for all of us to be able to go through this is an invaluable learning experience. I hope we come out on top. But for us to have to fight for that play-in spot and realize how good it will be to play at home, okay, in that first game, knowing that you got 2 shots at it, I'm excited about it. I've embraced it. If we could have finished in 6th, I wanted that more than anything else, or 5th. But at the end of the day, this is where we are, and let's frickin' go get it, and let's learn and grow from it and see what happens at the end of the day. But I'm excited about any opportunity to play in the postseason.
Mike, to follow up on that, the format with the play-in tournament, 7-8 versus 9-10, how critical is it that you guys finish strong and make sure you're in, you know, if not the 7 spot, then at least 8, so you do get 2 bites at that apple?
Yeah. I mean, you said it yourself, Jay. I mean, again, if we could finish 5th or 6th, that's what I'm taking first. Obviously, now that we can't, the next best opportunity for us is the 7th spot, because it assures us a home playing game and the opportunity to take 2 swings at it. So there's no question that that's what we all would prefer and what we're gunning for. Probably shouldn't have said that word, but what we're trying to get to at the end of the day. But we got to go get it done on the court. It's as simple as that. We got to go win games, and the next one is the one we got to win because it's in front of us.
Thanks, everyone.